I went to a silver and gold coin shop and the owner said to stack this for an economic collapse. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. Thank you for tuning in. Today I wanted to talk to you about a recession that is looming, and this is kind of like a follow-up video to a recent one that I did, but this time I'm actually interviewing a silver and gold coin shop owner who has a lot of experience in the industry and has been in the business for roughly 30 years. And what got me to talking to Tim Puro from Puro's Coins in Rutland, Vermont about a recession is that this is something that's on a lot of people's minds within the stacking community. And one thing that a lot of people don't know is whether or not you should be stacking silver or gold in case of a recession. And what is the best metal to buy to protect yourself for economic downturns? Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. You want to have your finances spread over various investment vehicles. 10 to 15% needs to kind of be in precious metals. And in the precious metals, you want to have a nice mix between silver and gold and different types of silver and gold. That being said, how much should you have? And what is the best thing to buy to preserve your wealth in case of an economic collapse? So in this video, I talked to Tim Puro of Puro's Coins. Let's see what he has to say about what to stack in a recession. My question for you, in preparing for, let's say, a recession, what do you think people should be doing in terms of buying, precious metals? Should they be loading up right now? Should they be just consistent and just buy a little at a time? Like, what's a good strategy that you would tell like your friends or somebody that's just getting into silver and gold?
Yeah, I mean, well, one thing that you had mentioned earlier is, crypto and the economy and inflation and the stock market are all going down, and gold and silver are pretty steady.
Yeah.
So I think that's an indication that if it keeps going down, gold and silver are not going to go down as much,
right, or
at all,
right,
during that stuff.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, and again, I think eventually it is going to get up to $80 or $100 an ounce.
Right.
So, pretty much, I think you should try to buy some stuff while it's still
affordable, right?
Yeah.
My neighbor, he's a trader, and he was telling me, like, oh my God, the market it's a bloodbath, and he asked me, how's your business doing with silver and gold? And I said, everything's kind of flat right now. He's like, dude, that's a win. Mm-hmm. He's like, everything else is down. He's that nothing's happening to it. He's like, that's a win. You should be happy. I was like, I didn't even think of it that way.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. People in metals are doing a lot better than people in the market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be very lucrative too if you know what you're doing.
One other thing I wonder about is there's the trend to people investing in non-tangible things like NFTs and crypto and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
the metaverse.
I don't quite get the NFT thing, but
okay, whatever.
I'm an old man.
Well, you're not that much older than me.
Yeah,
so if you call yourself old, you're calling me old.
So if that ever plummets, mm-hmm, where are these people going to go to? Or they're going to be like, dude, I spent $100,000 on a digital image that's worth $10,000 now, and I could have had $100,000 worth of gold, which is worth $110,000 now or something.
Yes.
So
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
And for fear of missing out, FOMO, I was buying crypto a couple years ago because everybody was like, you should buy. And I got in at $19,000 for Bitcoin, and then again I bought some at like around $23,000. And then it went all the way up to like $66,000, $69,000. And then when it came back down to around $55,000, that's when I sold everything. 2 days later, I always tell the story, 2 days later, Elon Musk comes out with his tweet. They announced that Tesla's no longer going to accept Bitcoin as a form of payment for their Teslas. And boom, Bitcoin just plummets. And to me, that was very indicative of just the fact that the fundamentals, in my opinion, aren't really there. If you could have one person just tweet something out and then make billions and billions of dollars disappear, that's not a real solid investment,
no.
You know?
Yeah, you could never do that. I mean, the Hunt brothers tried it.
Yeah,
they they manipulated the market a bit, but I think right now it would be wicked hard to do that.
It's a totally different ball game now.
Yeah.
You have a lot of banks and central banks, everything, a lot of people involved with it, that it would be very hard for any firm or a couple of people to manipulate in that manner.
Yeah. What I usually tell people about cryptos, in my opinion, is you have to be in it to win it.
Yeah.
So I would put a little bit towards it. I tell my friends or whatever, put $100 a month. Take it out of your checking account. Just put $100 a month and don't even look at it. And then when you see on the news that Bitcoin's $500,000, then you got some money.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my opinion. I would put a little bit into it.
Okay. There's some people that I know too that, like one friend in particular, I won't mention his name, but he has 3 Bitcoin, and I remember when it was like up to 66,000. I'm like, dude, why are you not selling it now? He's like, no, because it's going to go up to 400,000 per. Now it's down to below 20. I'm like, oh my god, I haven't asked him about it.
Yeah.
Because I know. As you can see, it's important to be buying both metals, silver and gold. Personally, I like to stack gold because of the fact that there's less volatility, and it basically, in my opinion, is a prettier metal. Those of you that like silver, listen, I don't think it's a bad metal to be stacking. I do have quite a bit in my own stack, but I'm not stacking silver anymore. I've discussed reasons on this channel as to why I'm not stacking silver anymore. Number 1, the weight of it all. Number 2, it just takes up a lot of space. If I want to get out of my house in a hurry or whatever the case may be, it's not portable like gold is. I have enough silver already accumulated. Gold is, in my opinion, the better metal to be stacking. That is why I am stacking gold. But I'm curious as to those of you that are watching this video, how many of you think that gold or silver is the better metal to stack for a recession? Some of you have been in stacking for many, many years and actually have experience and have been through various recessions. And so you might actually be able to provide some insight as to which metal is better and why. For me, when it comes to stacking silver, the only silver that I'm actually stacking is the semi-numismatic stuff, the stuff that's a little bit more collectible, and the stuff that really appreciates due to hype and due to the collectability of it. And this can be seen on eBay, Instagram, Facebook groups, so on and so forth. And so that, for me, is the better way to put your money into silver. Not so much the generic rounds, generic bars, silver eagles, things like that. In my opinion, if you're going to be spending a little bit more of a premium when it comes to stuff like silver eagles, you're better off buying the more semi-numismatic stuff, the stuff that actually has lower mintages and can appreciate in value. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below, silver or gold, what's the best metal for stacking, especially when it comes to a recession? Put the comments down below, let your voice be heard. And I would like to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't already become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, this is Empire Precious Metals. Until next time, long live the Empire.